In this lecture, I will be giving you a brief overview of the Vinyl Autoblade kit. This is a premium accessory kit specifically designed for working with vinyl, self-adhesive vinyl, and of course heat transfer vinyl for those fashionistas amongst you. In the box, we get a brand new blade together with a brand new housing. This is specifically designed to work with vinyl because we want it to be much finer than our regular standard blade. You can see the difference here with the vinyl blade on the left and the standard auto blade on the right. Also in the box is an activation code for the kit itself, which enables two new features in Canvas Workspace and also unlocks some extra designs for working with vinyl. There's a sheet here telling you where you can download the instruction guide, and I would recommend reading that. However, obviously I will be giving you a brief overview in this video of how things work. But it's worth downloading and maybe keeping that somewhere safe. Also in the box is a visual reference of all the different extra designs that will be unlocked in your Canvas Workspace account once you have registered your kit. On the back of that sheet, there are also some project ideas here as well. Now this blade can be used in conjunction with the roll feed mechanism, so there are some designs there specifically for a much larger sheet of vinyl. Now the first thing that we will need to do is register this kit with our Canvas Workspace account to unlock the new features and the new designs. So the first thing that I will show you in this lecture is how to do that. For this example, I am going to be using the installed version of Canvas Workspace. However, you can also do this with the online version. You would basically go to your account settings and premium function activation, then type in the code that came in your box. Don't worry about trying to copy mine, they're single use only. Type the one that's in your box, and then you would click on the activate button. This is confirming that it's for the Vinyl Autoblade kit. Once you're happy, click Activate, and you'll get a confirmation that that's now done. You can close the account settings down now, and we'll take a look at what's been activated. So the first thing is the extra designs. They're in a new tab on the left. And you can see there all of those designs that were highlighted on that sheet in the box. I'll drag over this Dreamcatcher design so I can show you the tiling feature. Now on a 12 by 12 mat, this clearly won't work. Arguably, we could use a 12 by 24 mat. However, if we don't have one, we do have the option to use a tiling feature in order to split this down into two 12 by 12 sections. For this, we would go into the Artboard tab. We would go to where it says Artboard Size, click on the downwards arrow, and then choose Custom Size for Tiling. You can then see you've got a much bigger area to work with here. You can change the width and height of this to whatever you need it to be to fit your design. Whilst you're in this window, you can still resize the design and add shapes and take things away and do all of your regular editing. This was just changing the the artboard size to work with the tiling feature. Now when it comes to exporting, we can't actually export this because it's saying that we need to do this through the tiling function in the premium menu. So we would go to premium, click on tiling, and then we will get a pop-up box which will show our design split down into two 12 by 12 cutting files. We can add a weeding box at this point as well if we need to, and that will further split the design if it is required. In addition, we can give it a name. And then when we click on export, we will be asked to select a folder that we want to save. We can't transfer via Wi-Fi for this particular feature. We need to save everything into a folder and transfer it via a USB stick. Once you have selected the folder, the files will be exported as individual FCM cutting files. So when you open your folder, you'll see you have the two FCM files there, numbered. Now, I mentioned there were two features, so we also have a weeding feature. If you've got lots of individual things on a large sheet of vinyl, it can sometimes be prudent to have weeding boxes around them. In the Edit tab at the bottom, we now have a weeding box feature. If you click on that, we can set various options to create the weeding box around our shapes. The top box has either automatic sizing, specifying the size from the selection, or specifying a specific size in that order. The options for each should be fairly obvious, apart from this no weeding lines in grouped objects. Basically, if you have two objects that you've grouped together, then it won't put a weeding line between each. Now my shapes top right are grouped, whereas the others are just regular shapes, so you can see it hasn't split them up. Let me show you that again without that option selected. This time you can see it has put a weeding line between the two shapes. So it's really down to you what you would like to do and how you would like to cut up your shapes. Anyway, there you go. Once you've transferred it to your machine, it's straightforward cutting as you normally would do with the half cut feature.